evening once again. Welcome to O's Corner. Thanks for tuning in with me. Tonight we're just gonna talk, really briefly. Um, just wanted to talk about, what like a lot of, you know, I always come with questions and things that people ask me. Like a lot of people tell me, the way things are right now, it's better to hold on to everything you have, except if you're giving, for tithes. Um, I think it's better to give, you know, uh, than to really receive. Because you will receive when you give, and you give without actually expecting it back. I learned this lesson at a very young age for me. I was one of those people that want to hold on to every little penny I had. I guess I was frugal, and sometimes if I have, I'm just so scared that if I lose it, I won't be able to get. But somebody really close to me was who taught me, who I observed. I won't really say. She taught me by showing me examples. I observed that. My sister, yeah, she's like my other half. Um, so she really taught me. Whenever we received our allowance growing up, you know, we used to only get 40 bucks. But out of that 40 naira, if you came to her and asked her for something, she would freely give to you. And sometimes we get our allowance like on Friday, Saturday, by sometimes the very day she has given her money out. Not that she spent it on anything for herself, absolutely nothing. Somebody would ask her, I really need $10. I really need 10 naira. Sorry, it wasn't dollars. We grew up in Nigeria. I really need 10 naira. I really need 20 naira. And she would just give. Somehow, some way, she would still be able to survive till the next weekend and with money in her hand. And I, that am trying to hold on to mine till the next allowance day, I really never really have till the next day. And when I was young, I really quite didn't understand it. But growing older, I kept thinking about it. Oh, that, she always gave and she always had. I wasn't quite as giving. And most of the time, I wasn't even able to stretch my money from one weekend to another, you know. That being, so when I grew older, I kind of thought more about it, and so sometimes, and it gives you, I guess that was what she experienced then. I didn't know it because I wasn't giving. You know, it gives you so much joy, when, like right now in my life, I'm a cheerful present giver. I love giving present. I just love giving because when you see the expression on the faces of the people that you give, it just makes you so happy. It fulfills you actually. So, yeah, it's good for us to give wisely, but sometimes we shouldn't always think like, oh, like we are live. Sometimes you see people begging, and they're actually begging because they want the money for drugs. And sometimes you're gonna think about it, giving them, and then they're gonna use my. Sometimes if you're gonna give, just give, and what they use it for actually is their business. It doesn't concern you. At least you did your part, and yeah, they might be using it for stuff that they are not supposed to use it for. But we can't always think about that. What about if somebody that is begging us has kids at home that they want, they are really in need of? If we're going to think, that lady, most of the time, what I used to think is that that person is so skinny, and they must be on drugs. You know, but then you can think of it again. Maybe that person is so skinny because they are in need. They don't have. So we can't always think about what some. If we're gonna give, we should just freely give, because the Lord gives to all of us, and what we use it for, He doesn't care. He gives us a choice to use it for anything we want to. Okay, let's just give an example. Some of us is still, um, some of us still do evil, and but the Lord gives us life. He can just take it away from us in an instant and say, I sent you here and this is what you're doing. Now I'm taking you back. But He doesn't do that. He gives us free will. And that's the same thing. I want us to know that when we help our neighbors, what they do with it really doesn't concern us. We have done our parts. And, yes, sometimes they might be doing stuff that they're not supposed to do. But we should always believe in second chances. And we should always believe when they do come through and come out of whatever situations they are, they will realize, that, people help them. Okay, and that's one part of it. And another thing is that, I don't want to talk too much today, so I just want to kind of make it brief. But it was just like boggling and mind boggling for me, and just it just kept coming. People asked me, and it just kept eating at me, and it was something that I really had to reach, and I really had to think about. So I'm just saying, we should try to help one another, and whether the people receive it, they don't. We should just do what we have to do and let the rest go. So thank you so much for tuning in to Host Corner, and I'll see you again. I just wanted to say that, and so I really, that was really eating up on me, so I had to talk about it. Thank you. God bless you. Makeup again from Z Bella, and please check her out. She always has new stuff, and if you go to our website, you can see tutorials on how to do it yourself, which I have now started doing. And she is coming up with a whole lot of new things, and just tune in and check out. And if there's something you like, pick it up. Thank you. Fabrics again from Usadia. Thank you. Check us out as well. Usadia LLC. And God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.